I don't know who needs to hear this, but normalize ending long-term friendships. I was just on FaceTime with one of my closest.
Guess who just ended a 10-year relationship? Me.
Let me tell y'all about how I had to break up with a friend, 10 plus friendship, because I just felt like,
if you have a falling out with a friend, just know that if y'all decide to make the friendship work after the falling out, that it will never be like what it was prior to that falling out. And before y'all go off on me, just hear me out. I was friends with someone for 15 years total, and within 6 years of that friendship, we got into a really bad falling out, which caused us to not speak for about 2 years. After the 2 years, we were like, you know what? We really value our friendship. We want to make this work. We talked it out. But what I noticed is within the last 6 years that it was always these little moments where I'm like, why are we having these moments? And you're bringing up the fact of what caused our falling out. For context, what caused us to stop speaking for that falling out was miscommunication on both of our parts. But from there, our communication has been top tier. However, what I've actually come to realize is when you really stop speaking to someone for however many times, you got used to not being in their life. And what caused us to stop speaking this go round for good was we got used to not being friends anymore. So we kind of got used to this sort of life without us, which caused us to start to drift apart. And within 2 years, we became two totally different people, which ultimately caused us to realize that like we don't really need each other in our friendship anymore, because what started to happen is we started talking less, and because we started talking less, we just sort of like became out of our lives for like really milestone moments, because like I didn't really care to reach out to them and they didn't really care to reach out to me, which isn't a bad thing, but it really caused our friendship to really never be the same.
I get paid every day, I get paid just to say I get paid. Money coming to me easily, money coming in repeatedly, money coming in and needing me, money coming in, just money coming in, just money coming in frequently, money coming in to be with me, money coming in.
okay, y'all, so story time. Let me tell y'all about how I had to break up with a friend, 10 plus friendship, because I just felt like she wasn't a good friend to me. But yeah, so I had this homegirl. She had posted on Facebook that how she wanted to take a trip or whatever. So I had comment on the post, and I was just like, girl, when you take a trip, let me know, because I'm finna go too. Like, bitch, you supposed to be my bitch. I'm finna go with you. So bitch, let me know when you go, because I'm going too. So basically, she had wrote me on Facebook Messenger. I didn't see it like right away. I think I seen it the next day, because I don't have notifications on Facebook, so you know it don't pop up. So I just went on there when I thought about Messenger on Facebook. That's when I went on there. So the message was like, oh, the next trip I take is definitely gonna be Jamaica. I don't know if you want to go because you already been. Ma'am, I don't care how many times I've been to Jamaica. I could have been there 10,000 times. I want to go again. I don't care, bitch. Invite me. I don't go nowhere anyway, girl. Invite me. But yeah, so I was just like, OMG girl, I still want to go, like, let me know. So then she starts telling me like, oh, mind you, that first message was indicating to me like, you know, she's about to start planning a trip to Jamaica, not that she had already planned a trip to Jamaica. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. So then she was like, oh, there's a trip to Jamaica, it's $1,300. It's supposed to be from June 14th to 19th. So I'm just thinking like, okay, damn, that gives me time to get my money, my finances in order, you know, get a hair appointment in order, you know, just get all my shit in order that I need to do to go on a trip. Because usually I like to get planned for a trip like, you know, 3 months in advance type shit, because bitch, I don't play. When it comes to trips, I need my new clothes, I need my hair done, I need lashes, eyebrows. I get all the 9 yards, the whole 9 yards, bitch, that's me. I don't play when it comes down to vacation prep. So I'm like, okay, a month is like, you know, stretching it, but bitch, I can make that work. So girl, so yeah, we was going back and forth on Messenger, and she was like, oh, it's $1,300, and then I was like starting to ask her questions. I'm like, do I get my own room? You know, is the resort all inclusive? You know, stuff like that. So then I was just like, sorry, I think I'm asking you too many questions. Just call me. Just call me. Mind you, she got my number. Just call me. So, she called me on Messenger, and then they hung up, and I had wrote, girl, call my phone. And she was like, oh, that's why I hung up, because I am gonna call your phone. So I'm like, okay, man. So she called me, and the first question I asked her was, who I'm supposed to be going on this trip? That's the first question I asked, because bitch, if somebody's there that I don't fuck with, I'm not gonna go, because I'm not gonna be uncomfortable wherever I'm at, period. So anyways, so she's like, oh, this person, that person, da da da. Mind you, there's supposed to be like 7 people going on this trip. Like, she done named all these people. It's like 7 people going on this trip. So I'm just like, damn, bitch. Why I ain't hear about this trip? Like, you already got this shit planned with all these people and I ain't hear about it. I'm supposed to be your bitch. You feel me? So, then she goes to say, oh, we had planned it when we was at the bar one night, da da da. So I had brushed it off. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Like, I didn't think that much of it. I'm just like, all right, whatever. So then, like, we go back to talking, da da da. So then she's like, oh, $1,300. So she's like, oh, it costs $1,300. And then she goes to say that, mind you, she told me about this shit on Thursday. On Thursday. Mind you, I think she wrote a status on Wednesday. I ain't seen the message Wednesday. I'm talking to her Thursday. She's like, oh yeah, it's $1,300 and it's due by Friday. Tomorrow. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck? But like, when we were talking on the phone and stuff, she was like, oh yeah, this one girl already paid for her shit in full, you know, $1,000+ da da da. And that she was giving people time to, like, you know, get their money right. And they was on a payment plan, but all the money is due tomorrow on Friday. So, me not thinking of nothing right then and there, I'm just thinking about, like, damn, how the fuck I'm going to get money, like, $1,300 by tomorrow for this trip? Because, bitch, I want to go. So, I'm just like, okay, let me call a few people, da da da, and I'm going to get back to you. Mind you, I have the money. Like, I have the money in my savings. But I'm not going to go in my savings to pay for some shit that's, like, literally the next day, bitch. I don't have time to plan for nothing. Like, I'm just paying for my savings. Like, if you don't give me a head up, then, bitch, I would have had extra money in order. Like, you know, I would have saved some extra money and all this stuff. But, no. This girl literally told me the day before the money was due. So, like, I sat and I, like, thought about it. And then, like, I had reached out to my other homegirl that, like, I really hang out. Like, I really fuck with her. And, like, we be hanging out here and there. But, you know, she's a mom, so we don't hang out as much as we used to. But, like, that's my bitch. Like, I call her. She listened to me. Like, bitch, if I need something, I can call her. So, I'm calling her. And I'm just like, damn, like, am I tripping or, like, that? And she's like, no, girl. She's like, no, like, that's messed up. Like, how she expects somebody to pay that by tomorrow, and she gave all these other people, you know, time to get their stuff right and shit like that. So she was like, she don't want you to really go. And then, so, you know, I'm just thinking about it. And then I was just like, you know, I'm not going. Because, yeah, I even asked the man that I'm fucking with. And he's just like, what? Like, no. He wouldn't even allow me to do that to myself. Because, like, what? He's like, yeah. And he said the same thing. He said, yeah, she ain't want you to go. But I'm just like, and then I sent her a lengthy message. Because I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this with friendships and all this. Like, she don't invite me nowhere. Like, she got pictures of other people in her house. I know, like, ever since, like, you know, high school, we've been separated and stuff like that. But if you was my bitch, we grown as fuck. I have a car. Like, you know, I be driving, doing all this stuff. And, like, if you really wanted me to go and hang out with you, you would invite me, but you wouldn't invite me to nothing. Mind you, I'm, like, a homebody. I don't, like, physically go nowhere unless, like, I have somebody else going with me, like, out to, like, a bar or some shit like that. I can go out to eat by myself, but when it comes to, like, going out, like, to a bar or, like, to a club and shit like that, I'm not doing it for my safety, one. I'm doing it for my safety, one. For two, what the fuck I look like going out to a club by my damn self, dark as fuck. I want to have fun. I can't have fun, be on my P's and Q's. No, I don't like going out like that. So I had to just send her a message like, you know, I don't really be pressed to be like hanging out and do shit like that, but it's just the principle. Like, you be good friends to all these other people, but then when it comes to me, girl, it don't feel like you give a fuck about me. Like, bitch, I call you, you act like you're not even listening to me on the phone. You're like, huh, like, bitch, everything that I'm saying is going in one ear out the other. Like, I don't know, it's just like a lot of stuff that has led up to me feeling this way. And like, yeah, but I had to break the friendship off. I had to just like break it off because like it was just like sitting on my mental too much. Like, damn, this girl really don't fuck with me, but she trying to act like she fuck with me. You feel me? And I don't know if it's like because, you know, we have years into it, but baby, I don't care nothing about them years because at this point, you a good friend to everybody else but me. So I don't know, I just had to dead the relationship. I just had to dead it. I mean, yeah, I've been thinking about it, but, you know, I'll get over it over time. But it's just like, damn. I thought I would have never did it, but it is what it is. So yeah, y'all let me know if I'm wrong or not, which I don't think I'm wrong. But yeah, y'all put y'all input. Y'all let me know, because I really need to know that I don't think like I'm wrong for feeling how I feel. So yeah, and then she had wrote me back, but you know, I didn't open the message because I'm just like, I said what I said. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all comment, y'all let me know. Y'all 2 cent input, opinion. And yeah.
You cut me off because I was no longer that person that you can rely on and constantly bring all of your trauma to me. I didn't want to be that emotional cushion anymore. That was the boundaries that I set. So I stopped taking those phone calls at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I stopped listening to the same problems you were having with the same guy because you wanted to complain and vent, but there was no actual actions within you. And it was kind of pulling me in and sucking me in sometime. So there were moments where I realized I was a bad friend. And there were moments where I realized I was more of the friend and I didn't need to be in that.
Guess who just ended a 10-year relationship? Me. I did. If you want to know who have your back and who will be there for you, go through some shit, okay? Go through some shit. Let your back hit against the wall, okay? And you will see who will be there for you. So here's why I ended my friendship with this girl over 10 years. Everyone knows that I'm going through something. I lost both my family members over the past week, and me and my family have been struggling to get our shit together because it's tough when you lose family members, right? Or anybody that you love. So my friend, she traveled a lot, and I was like, okay, I can reach out to her because she always tell me about all the tickets that she gets for cheap. So I was like, I'm gonna reach out to her so that way she can help me with these tickets. I called her and I said, hey, how are you doing? We had a casual conversation and I said, hey, can you help me get some tickets to go to Jamaica because I have to go home because my family members just passed away. And you know what she said? She said, yeah, I saw that. Keep in mind, I know she viewed my page, but again, I'm trying to find excuses to why she haven't called me yet or reach out to me. So I said, why you didn't call me to see how I was doing? And she was like, I was going to, but I got busy. And I said, okay. I left it at that. And I was like, all right, just let me know if you find any tickets that I can purchase because we need to go home, right? She said, yeah, I will let you know when I'm ready or when I have time to look it up. I said, when you're ready, I said, can you look it up? Like, I'm not saying right now, but can you try and look it up like as soon as possible or give me the website? And she was like, no, I won't give you the website. I'll just look it up. I said, okay, cool. I brushed it off and I hung up. So I came on my TikTok and I looked and I was like, let me see if this girl unfollowed me. Y'all, she unfollowed me. So I called her back and I said, you unfollowed me? And she said, yeah. And I said, why did you unfollow me? She looked at me and she said, well, your TikTok is growing and never once you promoted my business on your page. And I said, I just told you that I just lost 2 of my family members. And like you always do, throwing things around to make it about you. And not once did you say my condolences. Not once did you say I am sorry for your loss. But you're thinking about your business that I did not promote on my page. And keep in mind, not once have you asked me to promote your business on my page. Not one time. And you unfollowed me because my TikTok is growing? I knew she was jealous of me, y'all. But I try to keep myself as humble as possible. Anything that I know, I share on my TikTok page. Anything that I learn how to grow or what tricks that I'm using to grow my page, I share it on my page. So why would I not share it to somebody that I love so much that I thought loved me? How to grow their page. Or even if she would have asked me to promote her business, I would have. But you unfollow me because I am growing. So I told her, I said, you know what? Don't worry about looking up those tickets. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'll figure it out myself. But just know that today, is the date that I'm ending this friendship, because it has always been one-sided. For your birthday, I threw you a birthday party. For your baby showers, I threw you baby showers. For your wedding, I was there. Did you come to my wedding? No. You came to one of my baby showers. One. 10 minutes after it was done. The other one, you were too tired and you couldn't find clothes to wear. But I never want to make excuses to be there for you as a friend. So, from this day forward, I'm only giving off the energies that I get from people. I don't care if it's from my family members or a friendship that I had for years. Whatever you gave me is what I'm going to give you. Because I cannot believe that so many of you guys follow me and see that I'm going through something and only a few reach out to me. But I will break my neck to make sure I'm there for all of my friends. And only a few reach out to me. So that's why I ended that friendship. I no longer want to be available for people that is not available for me. Whatever you give me is what you're going to get. So guys, don't ignore the signs and make sure you don't play the fool like I did. Okay?
Have you ever ended a relationship with someone, romantic, platonic, whatever, for something that seems so minor to them, but you know that this is a pattern of theirs, and you know this is a character flaw because they have done it in the past, and you have seen them do it to other people, and you know that if you keep going down this road, you are going to get burned at the stake? So you see it, you clock it, and you dip. The infraction seems so minor to them, but you just know how this story ends, and you don't want to be a casualty. So you leave gracefully.